Hello, welcome to the Learning Tree Book Club. I'm Meredith McGee, a member of the book club. The Learning Tree Book Club meets once a month for 1 hour and a half, and on first Saturdays. And today I'll be reading some of the book Ida B. the Queen for Ida B. Wells Barnett.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome to the Learning Tree Book Club. I am Vicki Jenkins, and I am a member of the Community Library of Mississippi, who is the host of the Learning Tree Book Club. Thank you for joining us.
Okay, Vicki, you go first. You want me to go?
Well, you go first.
All right. Okay, so here we go. You see, that's an illustration of Ida B. Wells. And this book was written by Michelle Dunster. I believe Michelle Dunster is a great-granddaughter of Ida B. Wells. I have to look at the back. But anyway, it starts with who was Ida B. Wells. Then there's a quote. There must always be a remedy for wrong and injustice if we only know how to find it. Ida B. Wells. Dangerous Negro agitator. And of course, this is what the American government called her, an agitator. In the late 1910s, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, known also as the FBI, updated its file that tracked a woman who'd been born into slavery in Holly Springs, Mississippi. This second report, registered the year after the FBI file was first created, came with a decisive declaration about Ida B. Wells Barnett. We have on file quite a few reports from different cities where she was addressed meetings of colored people and endeavored to impress upon them that they are a downtrodden race and that now is the time for them to demand and secure their proper position in the world. She is a very effective speaker, and her influence among colored race is well recognized. I believe she is considered by all of the intelligence officers as one of the most dangerous Negro agitators, and it would seem that her case should be considered very carefully before she is given a passport to the peace conference. The strongly worded letter worked. Ida, among several others, were denied the passport she would need to travel to an overseas conference that had been organized after the end of World War I. She believed African Americans deserved a representative at the peace conference in Paris, and that any written resolution should include a racial equality clause. Though neither President Woodrow Wilson nor the FBI agreed with her, need for this clause seemed obvious to Ida. How could American delegates travel to France to discuss the importance of peace when their own country treated a whole race of its own citizens so poorly? Now, I thought that was really interesting because I didn't know that the government stopped her from getting a passport to attend the peace conference, and it just shows you how political everything and how important politics is to even a person who was trying to seek justice for she and her kind. But anyway,
Yes.
Yeah. So
Unfortunately, politics is in almost everything.
hmm,
Everything is political.
you voted early, and I'm definitely going Tuesday. Although sometimes I get discouraged.
Oh yeah, we got to do that. We got to do that.
Discouraged.
We can't say that we got to be responsible for ourselves if we don't be responsible for ourselves.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay, so you gonna go with your
Yeah, I'm gonna go today with another one of our authors. She writes Mother Wit. She comes up with different ideas about what to expect with children and how to appreciate and how to value. This chapter is appreciation. Being appreciated is important because feeling valued, admired is positive and uplifting. Positive thoughts produce positive actions. Positive actions produce positive good things, and it's good for people. What's good for people is worth repeating. Everyone should value and be grateful for our home, our car, our job, our neighbors, our parents, and the Lord God, our Savior. We must appreciate little things as well as big things. Any help you can give will be greatly appreciated. Sometimes we don't appreciate what we have until it's gone, which reminds us of saying, you don't miss your water until the well runs dry. You don't miss your water until the well runs dry. While good water is flowing through the wells, thank you for water. Water is good for me. And your water is good for our lives. Every man needs bread and water to live. We should thank the Lord and appreciate life, except death. Except death. The Lord has said there is an opportunity to give everlasting life after death. Let's appreciate each other's as we journey through life. As parents, we must appreciate our children, our immediate and extended family. Children should honor and appreciate parents and elders. Honor means respect. Sometimes we feel unappreciated, but we feel that way because we help because that way that might help us. That might help us appreciate others. To appreciate your life and your life of others is the key to every relationship. A sound relationship can last forever. Being shown gratitude and experiencing joy at the center. Non-victim of others understand that having the ability to resist the negative belief of others is relevant because everyone needs to be assured of his or her own strength. It is important that we have a positive view of one's abilities. The goals is important to have positive views of one's abilities. The goal of non-victims often succeed, while the goal of victims usually fail. Young men and young ladies are all living in the new world with all kinds of obstacles. A person should be limited, should be blinded by love. A person should be blinded by love. Moreover, sometimes we trust someone because we love them. Most people have secrets. It may not be wise to condemn someone because of their secrets. Remember, you have them too. It is not nice to throw things in someone's face because you don't want something to throw in your face. The world is a scary place, but we all know that we have the last say, our Father who art in heaven. It is easier to think of the hardship and pain because some of us trust that person who causes our pain. If relationship is good, you should not have anything to worry about. Just be yourself. If you allow yourself to be persuaded by negative beliefs, you will soon see yourself as a victim. Sometimes victims operate from positions of weaknesses. Victims feel their way are not smart or strong. They live from day to day. Not everyone must experience pain as a victim. We must survive and in position of strength. Sometimes we must forgive and move on. We can appreciate the apology when our family members proves that he or she is sincere. Give us our relationship some time. Appreciate your mate and family. They are human. To be human is to err. Appreciate your flaws, family. You should know, they say, we can't pick our family. Try not to give up so easily. Time will tell.
I love that part in the book when she says that if it's positive and it's uplifting, it's an act that's worth repeating.
Yes, it
That
says
makes a lot of sense.
yes, it is.
Mhm.
You have to admire positive uplifting, positive thoughts, actions, and actions produce good things, which is good for people and places, everything, which is good.
Yes.
Also, too, we must give respect in order to receive respect.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Pardon me?
That's a good point. You
Let's
know, the golden rule, do unto others as you have them do unto you.
do unto you. Yeah. As they say, whatever you sow, that shall you also reap. Yeah. And it is.
Miriam,
And the bottom line, it comes down to what you give is what you receive. What now? Oh,
Mary Alice, sorry, my done joined her. Hey, readers, how y'all?
Very good.
Oh, very good. Good to see you. Yeah, so what did you guys reading today? We started Vicky's reading Mother with Again. I think she was reading that last time she with you guys. And I'm reading. You still I'm reading Ida B. Wells. Y'all heard of Ida B. Wells in school?
Yes. Yes.
Oh wow. What did you learn about her in school?
They thought that she was a very important woman.
Yeah, and she was against blacks being lynched at her time, which was a horrible thing in society, kind of like police shootings was during George Floyd's time, but still is. And but anyway, yeah, so that's good. So what are you guys reading today?
Today I'm going to be reading Strega Nona's Harvest.
Wait a minute, hold it up so I'm gonna try to spell it Strega Nona's Harvest. That's a Halloween book. I mean, Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Okay. And what about you, Solomon?
I want to be reading The Perfect Present.
The Perfect Present. I'm doing holiday stuff. That's very good. The Perfect Present. Okay. So which one of y'all going first? Okay.
It was spring, and all the snow has melted. The rich earth was beginning to warm. Strega Nona pulled out a small wooden box that had been hidden away in the dark cupboard all winter. Ah, she said. She took out small pieces of seeds and had saved from last year's garden. Here you are, my little friends.
And what is that a picture of?
It's Strega Nona taking out some packets of seeds.
And they some envelopes, huh?
Yep.
She take them to her classmates.
Yes.
Okay.
Why are all those seeds in the dark? Strega Nona, Big Anthony said. Well, my dear, Strega Nona answered, they had to rest just like you do, so they'll be able to do their job when we plant them in the garden.
So who was that in the picture?
It was Anthony.
And the book is named what's that? Strager? Stronger?
Strega,
Which one is she?
the old lady.
Okay.
And
Strager
this
is
is
the older lady. And what is Anthony to Strager?
Can you ask that question again?
Yeah, what?
What was your question?
What relation are they to each other, Anthony and Strager?
He's her grandson.
Okay, that's okay. Grandmother, grandson. I got you. Okay, thank you.
Well, when we plant them, Strega Nona Olna asked, when the moon tells us that the born now we will plant each kind of seed carefully in the right place. After all, you can't just throw the seeds into the ground in a big pile. They must be in orderly so it's easy to pick up the vegetables.
Now, who was that at the top of the picture with the grandmother?
That's one of her friends.
Oh, that's one of her friends. Okay.
Now let me look in my garden book to see what we did last year. Every year, Nana wrote down in her book what she planted and where. She never put the same vegetables in the same spot.
So what's going on in this picture? These pictures?
This picture is all the plants that they grew last year and the order that Nana
What
planted in.
am I looking at some tomatoes and some a pumpkin, some flowers, and what else?
And cabbages, some carrots, and some green beans.
Okay. Somebody's got a green thumb.
We have to move them around, she told her younger helpers, so the soil will stay happy and strong. But first, Anthony, you must spread the compost and manure. We saved a lot all winter and rake it into the soil so our vegetables will grow as big and beautiful as it can be. So Big Anthony put a clothespin on his nose and did his job.
So what's going on in this picture, the other picture?
So here is where Anthony's spreading the manure to help the plants grow.
Oh, some fertilizer.
Yeah.
And at the top picture, what's going on?
That's where she's telling Anthony what to do.
Oh, Anthony's grandmother is teaching him how to nourish. I mean, the plants.
Yes.
Okay, I get you.
Children come, called Nana. It's almost the end of May, and there will be a full moon tonight. It's time to plant. Now, Anthony, I want you to make nice straight rows in the soil with the end of the hoe. That's where the seeds will go.
Okay, so what's going on now?
So here is the here's the calendar, and Nana is telling them it's almost the end of May, and here they're telling them to hurry and finish their jobs and make straight rows so they can plant the seeds.
And the 29 represents what? 29 at the top of that picture.
Yes, the 29th.
What is it worth? That's her goal date.
Yeah, it's the date they have to finish planting the seeds.
What month is that? The 29th of what?
The 29th of May.
The 29th of May. Okay.
Big Anthony School, you're not making the road straight enough. You know that Stregamania likes everything perfect, she added. And so do I. Bambolina is so bossy, but Anthony thought someday I'll show her I could do something perfect too.
Okay, and that's represented the straight rows that he Okay. Okay.
So here are the pictures of them getting ready and planting the seeds.
Okay.
That night, when the full moon rose in the sky, Jagannatha quietly crept out to the garden. She looked up at the moon and said, "Oh, Bella Luna, smile on me and on the seeds I sowed, and let the moonbeams shine from thee to make my garden grow." And for the secret ingredient, Jagannatha blew 3 kisses to the moon.
So what's going on in the pictures now?
So here, Jagannatha is making a wish to the moon to hope that her garden grows before tomorrow or any day. And here is the secret ingredient she's giving to the moon so that her plants will grow faster.
Oh, okay. She's wishing on the moon.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, Big Anthony said as he watched her. Suddenly, he spied some seeds and that had dropped on the ground. "I know, I'll plant my own perfect garden behind the goat shed. I'll show Bambona." So Big Anthony poked some holes in the ground. He threw in the seeds and covered them with compost and manure. He watered and watered.
Okay. What's going on now?
So here he's spying out Seganonia, and he found some seeds on the ground, so he thought he could make his own garden. And that's him planting the seeds and putting some compost on.
Okay.
Then he sang Straganonia's song. "Oh, Bella Luna, smile on me, and all the seeds I sow, and let the moonbeam shine from thee to make my garden really grow." He blew 3 kisses to the moon to be sure, and just to be sure, he blew 3 more.
So he's excited because his plants are growing now.
Now, he is singing Straganonia's song to the moon, and he blew 2 more than 3 kisses. He drew 6 kisses.
Okay. All right.
As it did every year, Straganonia's garden grew beautifully. Big Anthony's garden and Straganonia's garden.
Now that's the row. How many rows of rows of plants did he have? That looks like 10. Is it?
Wait, here is Big Anthony's garden. And this is Straganonia's garden.
No. So they have different gardens,
Yes,
and the grandmother has more rows than Anthony.
yes, she does.
Oh my goodness. She got enough for a farmer's market. All right.
Soon, bright green salad was on the table. Fresh peas were added to the pasta from Straganonia's pot. Green beans were cooked in olive oil, and other vegetables were growing beautifully too.
So name all those vegetables. You say, I see those are sweet peas. I see them. What else you see? What else is there?
There are beans and other vegetables.
Okay, okay.
And this is Dragononia's plants that she grew.
Okay, the grandmother. Her name is Straughter.
Stragan.
Sterner.
Big Anthony's secret garden was growing as well, but not quite beautifully. It looked like a jungle. Big Mamma Mia, Big Anthony thought. I can't let Bambona or Straganonia Nonna see this mess.
Oh wow. She's as tall as him now. What is that? No, that's some tomatoes.
Yeah, they're, yeah, they're not ripe yet.
Yeah.
Here's another picture of their gardens. So this is Anthony's garden, and this is Strega's garden.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Now it was time to harvest the vegetables that Strega and Nonia would keep over the winter. So they're packing up Strega and Nonia's vegetables for next spring.
Yeah.
It wasn't long before the root cellar and the rafters in the kitchen were full. Very good, said Strega and Nonia to Bam Bambona and Big Anthony. A job well done. We all deserve a good rest. So after they were done packing up their Straganonia vegetables, Straganonia said thank you to them and told them to go rest.
Okay.
But Big Anthony didn't have time to rest. He had other work to do. I've got to pick all my vegetables. What will I do with them? He said.
So what did he decide to do with them?
I don't know. We're gonna find out.
Oh, okay. Okay.
The next morning, when Straganona opened her door, she found a big pile of vegetables. Good heavens, Straganona said. Where did these come from?
Now who was that that found some vegetables at their door?
Yes. I think Anthony put the vegetables in front of her door.
Yeah, and who is she?
Oh, she is the grandmother, Strega. And
Oh, Anthony put his vegetables in front of his grandmother's door.
yes,
Okay.
she called Big Anthony and Bambona. My children, please carry all these vegetables into the kitchen. Thank you. So here is them telling them to take all the vegetables from the door and then putting them away in the kitchen.
Okay.
Every morning there were more vegetables outside the door. Soon there was hardly any room to move in the kitchen. Maybe these are from the villagers, Trekananga thought. Perhaps they had too good of a harvest. Well, I must find out, and soon if this goes on, I won't have room to sleep in my little bed at night.
And what is Greta doing in those pictures?
Grandma's being frustrated about all the little room she has left in her kitchen.
Huh? Wow.
The next morning, Strug and Nona packed a basket of vegetables. I'll take these to the sisters at the convent, and maybe they'll know something. Oh, Stragananya! Oh, thank you, Stragananya, the mother supervisor said. You must have heard our prayers. Our garden didn't go well this season. In fact, no one gardened in the village did. We had too much rain down here while you had lots of sun on your field.
Okay, so tell us what's going on in that picture.
Okay, so here, Straganonia thought that she should take some vegetables to one of her other friend's house, and these are the and this is the mom that's thanking her for bringing the vegetables because
But those they're nuns. She
well,
took the vegetables to some nuns.
yeah, she took some vegetables to her friends, and they're thanking her for bringing them.
Okay.
So Straganonia went right to the mayor. Yes, Straganonia, mayor said, the harvest was poor this year. Well, I have more than enough to share, Straganonia said. I'll have a harvest fest tomorrow evening at sundown. Tell everyone to come. And Straganonia patiently ran up to her little house. Here she's telling the mayor that she has some vegetables to share with everyone in the town because they didn't have any good harvest for the produce this year. So then she asked the mayor if he could tell everyone in the village to come to her house because she's having a harvest fest to give out some vegetables.
Okay, so he's the king of the town.
Mayor.
Oh, mayor. Okay. Okay, I got you. Wow. She got enough vegetables to feed the whole town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bambona, Big Anthony, come quickly, Shagamania said. We have much work to do. I'm going to have a harvest feast for all our friends and neighbors. We, sh- we shall share our bounty. So here's Shagamania telling them what happened and where she went to. And this is them getting ready for the harvest fest.
So she said she was having a harvest feast,
Yes,
as in FEAST,
yes.
and she was going to share all the bounty, which is the vegetables.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Well, that's good.
Okay, so here's a picture of the feast.
Okay.
Okay. Hurrah, hurrah for Shaganunya, everyone shouted. Goodbye, good night, Shaganuna, and her two helpers called out. This is them thanking them for the vegetables and then saying you're welcome again.
Oh, that are they singing to the moon again?
No, not yet.
Okay, okay.
Nana looked around at her empty kitchen. Well, that took care of that, she said with a smile. But I still wonder where all those vegetables came from. And she climbed into bed.
Oh, it was time to go to bed. After hosting the whole town.
Later that night,
Okay, now what does this picture represent?
Anthony's dropping all the vegetables from her garden to her front door.
Oh, to his grandmother's front door?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay. Oh, they're gonna start all over again. Have another harvest fair.
Yes.
I enjoyed that story, Mary Ann. Look, we gotta ask Vicky one thing. Vicky, have you ever harvested some vegetables from the field?
No, I can't say that I have.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, my mother used to talk about laying back. Laying back, what does that mean? You know, Vicky?
Laying back.
From the harvest. Is that
No,
when you put it in the smokehouse or something?
I forget what my grandfather, he did smokehouse, but I don't recall him saying the word laid back. I can't recall him saying that.
Cause I see, cause you didn't do any kind of picking.
No, I didn't.
Uh-huh. Okay, you a city girl, all right.
City girl, I didn't do any kind of picking.
Oh,
My
okay.
whole thing was cutting, but since I was cutting down everything, my grandfather sent me on up to the house where I was a city girl.
Oh, you were messing up. I know what you mean. Cause I
Well,
used to
back then when you were chopping, I was chopping down everything. And my grandfather looked behind me. She says, "What you doing? Why you up here?" Look behind me. I chopped down everything. So he told me going up there to the house. So I became a city girl after that.
So what do you mean chop? What did you chop it with? A hoe?
We were supposed to be chopping cotton, and I had to hold and chop the cotton with. But instead of me just chopping around it, I chopped down the cotton stalk, the cotton stalk, and everything. All the way down the line.
Oh my God. Do y'all understand what she mean? Okay, you know, around the vegetable is some dirt. And she's supposed to use the garden tool or hoe to chop around the plant instead of to help it grow more, I think. But then Vicky chopped the entire plant down.
I chopped it down. I chopped the plant down and everything. My grandfather's going up to the house. He took me out of the garden, out of the yard, and just said, going up there to the house. So I said, well, that was when I became a city girl then. So
When I was a little girl, I went to my cousin's grandfather's cotton field too. It was in the 70s. And we were just playing around, you know, just picking the cotton. But it wasn't time to pick, he ran us off too. Because we didn't understand that all this stuff was money. They were gonna take it to the gin and get some.
and it was grateful. I was good for me because it was my grandfather's farm. So I wasn't out in the money. It was out in the money. It was my grandfather's farm. So
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That was his money. He,
yeah.
you know, cotton. He took the cotton to the gin and got money for it and brought the money back to the house to take care of his family. Yeah, he did right to get rid of you. You, you
I was
talk-
cutting up the money, yeah.
you messed up the money, girl. But anyway, I just was trying to ask to see if you was like me. I used to have my grandma with a flower garden, and she had some vegetables in her backyard and stuff like that. But I did learn what I did learn about a lot from my grandmother in Kosciuszko. But she had plants. I guess tomato plants Miriam now. But I got cherry tomatoes. So my stalk is probably my plant is probably shorter than Solomon. I get 2 cherry tomatoes on my plant right now. I had just so many. I got to figure out how to make my soil better, so I can grow more. But I'm getting there. But anyway, I enjoyed your story. So Solomon, what you got, girl? The perfect present. All right, I want to hear about this perfect present.
Chapter 1. The night before. Henry was too excited to sleep.
Solomon, who room is that?
Henry.
What's her name?
Henry.
Oh, Henry. Henry, that's Henry's room. Okay. Okay, here we're gonna get the perfect present.
He was thinking about the enormous pile of birthday presents waiting for him downstairs and trying to guess what Spot was going to give him. He was guessing in alphabetic order and was currently at T. Is it a trip for two to Timbuktu? No. And Timbuktu? No. A trampoline? No.
Okay, now that's Henry and is that Henry with somebody else?
Yeah, this is his best friend.
Who is it?
His name is Spot.
Okay, and they're looking out the window.
No, they're sitting at the edge of the window, and Henry is talking about the kind
Oh, okay, okay.
of presents he thinking.
Okay, I see.
And this is all the things that Henry got Spot for the game came.
I see an Indian.
Did you say?
No, on that page I thought I saw some Indian feathers. Was that some Indian feathers like an Indian chief wear?
Yeah, he shot.
Okay, okay.
Spot had actually bought Henry a fishing rod whenever they passed the window of Mr. Aiglet shop for hangers. Henry pushed his nose up against the window and gazed longingly at it. If only it was mine, Henry sighed. Spot couldn't wait to see Henry's face when he opened it. It's going to be the perfect present.
What is happening on those pictures, Solomon? Oh, I was asking you what's happening on the two pictures that you just showed us.
So Henry is shocked about the fishing rod Spot gave him.
Okay. Okay. Henry's friend is a duck.
Yeah.
What's the duck's name?
What did you say, you're glitching?
What does the duck have a name?
Yes, his name is Spot.
Okay, okay, thank you.
Chapter 2. The surprise. Morning came, and Spot and Henry raised So this is Henry and Spot racing downstairs.
That look like fun. They just slide down the back of the rail, huh?
Uh-huh.
Well, that's really dangerous, but I guess.
And this is the picture. This is the picture where he opened the present from mom and dad.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know which was from mom or from dad.
Mhm.
And
So
these
those
are
are what kind of what is that in that box right there?
sister.
Huh? Yeah, what kind of
What
present?
did you say?
What kind of present was in that box?
This box.
Uh-huh.
This box.
Yeah, that box right there. Oh,
This one?
it's two boxes on top of each other, each one of the boxes.
Oh, it's a book.
Oh, some books.
It's a. This is a. And this is a robot.
Oh, robot and a book. Oh, I got you. Uh-huh. And then Henry gave the duck something. What did Henry get a duck?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
He was just about to open Spot's present when the doorbell rang. Ding dong. Henry's grandparents had arrived, and they had brought a strange and wobbly box with them. They carefully placed it on the floor in front of him.
Okay. Oh, there's a bow around another gear. Oh, I see.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
This is Henry about to open Spot's present, but the doorbell.
Okay.
And this is the box.
Wow, that box is bigger than Henry. Okay, so we're getting
And
close.
it mostly is with
Okay. So that must be the perfect gift.
yeah.
Okay.
There was a loud and sudden woof, and out burst a dog, yelled Henry with a waggling tail and a soft wet nose and a warm, furry tongue. He's perfect. He ran straight to the garden to teach the dog some fantastic new tricks. This is the dog.
Oh, it was a pet dog. Okay. In the box. Okay.
And then this is the book, and it says how to teach a new dog new tricks.
Oh, okay.
And this is the duck.
Okay. All right. Well, that was a good story. So what did you like about the stories, Solomon?
There's still more.
What did you say you liked it about it?
Um, there's still more pages.
Oh, okay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I thought that was it.
March. Incredible. Spot followed them out into the garden. Well, you haven't opened my present yet, he said. But Henry wasn't listening.
Now, what's going on in that picture, Solomon?
So Henry was teaching the dog new tricks, and Spot was following them around. But Henry didn't notice it because he was too distracted by all the amazing things that the new dog is doing.
Okay.
This page, uh, the dog is sleeping on the bed except Spot.
Okay.
Spot was miserable. Henry always wanted a dog, and now he has one. He thought, I might as well not be there. So he left him a note to say goodbye and quietly packed his things. It was dark outside and had started to rain. He shut the door softly behind him and set off on a long journey back to his own home. So this is Spike leaving him alone and
Okay.
him quietly packed up his things as Henry is sleeping.
Yeah. So the duck felt left out.
Yeah. And uh, this is when it's raining and the duck's looking for
Okay.
It was still raining when Spot came to a river. His suitcase was too heavy to fly in, so he jumped it to swim across instead. But the rain had made the river too fast and too strong, and Spot was tumbling away downstream. He disappeared. He apparently desperately grabbed at the branches of a tree as the river swept him past and clambered up steadily to the top. So this is him trying to figure out how this was too heavy. So he just jumped into the water
Okay.
and then the suitcase
Okay.
and the suitcase wa- the suitcase was flowing away from Spot, and this is him trying to be um
Okay. So Spot is that's what Spot moved to?
What was your question?
I was actually where did Spot move to?
He's still living there.
Okay.
The rain carried on raining, and the river rose up to meet him. Spot was stuck and didn't know what to do. So this is Spot and his suitcase.
Oh,
And the
I see.
chapter 3, the rescue. Meanwhile, huh? Oh, Spot. Oh no. Spot has almost given up hope when he suddenly heard shouting in the distance, and his heart jumped. Henry has come to find him. But then he heard barking too, and his heart sank. The dog was with him. There was a flash of light, and the dog came slowly sniffing over the hill. So this is the dog waking up. So this is the dog.
Mhm.
This is the dog. Looking at the note, and then he's waking up suddenly. Then he read the note that he's going to sing.
Oh, okay.
And then this is Henry walking up the hill, and Spot's happy. But then when he heard the dog, his heart sank and his smile came over him.
Okay.
Then barking noises. He rushed ahead along towards Spot. Wait! Shouted Henry, but it was too late. With a single bound, jumped into the river and immediately sank on the stone. This is the dog jumping to Spot, but then he said, I don't know what these are, but they were fish.
Okay.
Spot knew he had to do something. He dove straight in after the dog and caught him by the collar, just in time. But now they were both in trouble. Spot was too tired and the dog was too heavy. They both began to sink. From somewhere among them, there comes a strange whiz pop, and Spot felt a sharp tug at his neck. So this is him getting the dog.
Well, who was in trouble? Who was in trouble?
Um, the dog.
The dog was in trouble.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then, uh,
And Spot saved the dog.
yeah. Wait, yeah, the dog saved the dog, and then
Wait a minute. What's the dog? What's the duck name?
what did you say?
What is the duck's name?
Duck name Spot.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So Spot saved the dog. Did the dog have a
Yeah.
name?
No,
Okay, the Spot is the duck, and the duck saved the dog. And the dog was in the water?
yes.
Okay, because the duck can swim.
He looked up.
Hold on, Solomon. Thinking, you see Solomon reading chapter books now? How old are you, Solomon?
I'm
6,
7.
7, you're in the 2nd grade.
Yeah.
You've been reading ever since you were 5 with us, and I'm just saying, you always can read so good. And you reading chapter books now. Go, Solomon. All right, go ahead and finish it.
He looked up and there was Henry holding his brand new fishing rod and smiling. Oh, Spot, said Henry, I was so worried about you. Why did you leave? Because I didn't think you needed me anymore, said Spot. I thought the dog was your precious pet now. Spot, said Henry, I will always leave you, and you will always be my perfect pet. Goodbye, baby. So this is the new fishing rod Henry gave. Spot gave to Henry, and this is him hugging the duck,
Mhm.
and then putting
Okay.
his scarf around him, and then holding up his collar.
Okay.
But perhaps, he said, the dog can be our perfect pet. I would never found I would never have found you without. Spawn looked curious and told pets are excellent. So asked Spot, hopefully, do you like your birthday absolutely perfect. So telling him about the dog and telling him that it's their pet name is the and this is the dog going to the spot. At the spot like the dog name. And then Henry was fishing to get
Oh, okay. All right. So Henry fishing with Spot and the dog standing behind them. They're all together now. Now what they doing? They still fishing at the second one? You finished it, Solomon?
yes,
Okay, then that was a very good story. And it's about friendship, right?
yes.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Okay, then. Vic, you have any questions to ask Solomon?
No,
Friendship. Isn't it good? Is it good that does it show that it's better to have one real friend than several friends? Do you understand the difference?
yes,
Yeah.
You do understand the difference?
In his case, he had two friends, the duck and the dog.
Oh, okay.
Spot, they had fell out because when he got the new dog, he ignored the duck. So the duck ran away from home. And then the dog, the duck ended up saving the dog, and then all of them became friends again. It's really the story of real life. It happens when it's when you're young and it's girls or cousins. It doesn't matter, but in the end, it was a happy ending. Everybody was free, and the duck saved the dog, which was so special to Henry. That was his perfect gift. But in the end, what really was the perfect gift? It wasn't the dog that was the perfect gift. What was it?
it was the friendship.
That's what yeah, you're right. In the end, it was the dog who came in the big box was not the perfect friendship. The moral of the story was that the perfect gift was the friendship and bond between all three of them, and not just between two. All three of them was the perfect gift. Yeah, I'm glad you got to explain that to us. Yeah, thank you. Now, Vicky, you gonna read next?
Yeah.
Okay,
That
now Mary Ann and Solomon, if y'all can, when she get to reading, y'all ask her a question about her book, her reading, because I gotta step away and I'll be back, okay?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. All right, go ahead, Vic.
all right. Well, that falls right into the chapter that I'm about to give. It says, forgive and forget. Each person in this world goes through unpleasant experiences. If a person said something or did something to another person that was wrong, he or she should ask the person to forgive him or her. One doesn't have to forget, but we can forgive everyone. Everyone in this world makes mistakes and did something to someone or hurt someone some type of way. something that is in your life has happened, in an event or events in your that you've lived your life experiences. Don't look back to don't look back to Lot's wife, which is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 through 21. If anybody recognizes that. Because looking back too deeply will only grant you misery. Try hard to forgive family and friends. If you have wronged parents, if you have wronged your parents, friends, and family members, to ask them for forgiveness. It is time for us to choose a peace, because life is too short to carry the heavy load, heavy burdens of isolating ourselves, isolating oneself for someone you are supposed to love you and you must forgive. Someone whose footprint is in your heart, because it hurts will never stop. The heart is long connected to those people who are missing and absent from your presence. There is a difference between hurt and hate. It is easier for those who hate someone than it is for those who hate. It's easier to say you hate someone than it is to say to hate. Do not throw the word hate around easily. The meaning of the word hate is piercing. The unforgiving heart will always steal your presence. You can't stop thinking about the wrong that was done. If someone else does you wrong, you don't dwell on it. For instance, you say, I forgive you. Well, we should be kind to another, no matter what this world brings us. Christ the Lord and Savior forgives us, and we should forgive each other the same way. Being forgiving person means you should make the right choice and go on and let your sugar, quote, kindness take care of the injustice. Forgiveness is important. For example, it is one of these things that you can't touch, you can't see. For forgiveness, it is real and powerful. The act of forgiveness can change a person's heart. It is important to forgive others for their wrongdoing, just as it is important for us to forgive our wrongdoing. The act of forgiveness allows people to go into peace and move on with their lives. It is important to forgive yourself for the things you have done wrong. If you don't forgive yourself, I won't be able to live with myself. This is why I'm forgiving the person trying to be gracious. I am a forgiving person. I try to be gracious, full of compassion, and slow to anger. The earth was corrupt and the earth was filled with violence. And somehow you get mixed up in this violent world. Please find in your heart to forgive and try to remember good people have come in touch with, for example, your mother, your father, your family. Young man, it isn't time for you to make a change because you made a bad choice. The right option is for you to prevent a lot of hurt feelings and confusion. Being honest about your own emotions. All humans make mistakes, or children. All humans make mistakes. Children will do too. Life is challenging, and for full-time job is last throughout the lives, full-time jobs that last throughout our lives. You should keep your head up, pray to the Lord, and ask for forgiveness for your sins. Ask the Lord to forgive you that young man's family. You can't take back what's happened. It has happened. Can't take back what has happened. It has happened. You must move on. Peace and responsibility for actions. Keep a second chance coming. Leave the past behind. Ladies, one day your mates will regret treating you wrong. Don't cry over the past. It is someone's stress, and the future hasn't arrived. Live in the present and make it beautiful. When you have a good heart for that person in your life, you will help, learn, and trust, and continue to love that person with all of your heart. Usually, we are hurt the most by the people we love the most. Forgive the person that has hurt you. God will pay you back with the double and the joy and doubt in the victory. People, you can repair your relationship. Life is too short to hold on to petty grudge. Forgive them even when they are not sorry. Forgive them even when they're not sorry. Sometimes people think they hate you and they don't think they need you to that they need you until you are already gone. The heart is strange. Men and women will never know that their heart will hurt from someone's absence. Their heart will hurt from someone's absence until they're gone. The heart is strange. Men and women will never know how their heart will hurt from someone's absence until they're gone. People will not know how to be affected by death until it happens. Death is an end of a soul. One can be angry with a soul while that person walking on the earth, and one will never know what person one will never feel the soul removed from the earth, that earthly body. Death is the end of a soul. One can be angry with a soul while that person is walking on the earth, but one will never know what pain is on its, what pain on, one will never know what the pain one may feel when the soul is removed from the earthly body. The fact that you are not speaking terms, you are not matter, it will not matter to your heart. Let a person be right, and that will maintain peace. Many people have regretted not making peace with someone. Love is powerful. Send your family love and always keep peace. Don't tie yourself to small-mindedness, anger, and steal your well-being. Men and women apologizes that you were wrong and let you be a bigger than your relationship. Apologize for your wrongdoing and let the person know that you are the most loyal friend anyone could have. be courteous, and live up to that person in your life. Stop being afraid stop being afraid of what could go wrong, and be a part and excited for what could go right. People, life, huh?
It's at 3:30, so you can get in a stopping point.
Right, that's a bit. People, life has anger and power, forgiving heart. No one is perfect. Learn to make good decisions. Although you will make mistakes, try to make the best out of every situation.
Okay, very good. Now, Mary Ann Solomon, could you relate to anything that she read, or do you have a question about her reading?
I have a question. How does forgiving yourself and others connect with life?
I'm sorry, I couldn't say it.
Say it again, Solomon. I mean, Mary Ann.
How does forgiving yourself and others connect with life?
She said, how does forgiveness of others connect with life? Is that what you said? Ask.
How does forgiving yourself and others connect with life?
You heard her?
It does, because if you don't look at yourself and release yourself, you don't get along with life. You don't fit into the life situation. You got to forgive yourself in order to forgive others, so life can move on.
Well, I want to add something there. My grandfather was a deacon of a church, and he he believed in the scripture, and he told me that even if my grandmother was wrong, at the end of the night, he would make peace with her, because he never wanted to go to sleep if there was no peace in his house. And that to me was an example of love, when even if somebody is wrong that you
Yeah.
love, you still ask for peace so that you can have peace yourself. And yeah.
And it also says, don't look back. And it mentioned Lot's wife. Lot's wife looked back, and what happened to Lot's wife? Turns to salt. So don't look back. Move forward. And peace and tranquility will be uplifting, and it will live you a better life. Don't look back.
Oh, well, that's a good a way to end our book club meeting. And I think the next one is December 3rd. I can't remember, but anyway. we'll be there. Well, I enjoyed you guys, and I look forward to seeing you all again. And I want to invite y'all to the Holiday Book Festival, where we having a spelling bee and a poetry contest. If you'd like to write a poem or get in it, I'm gonna write it in. It's called Holiday Book Festival 2022. In case you consider getting a ticket to it. You got it. All right. All right. So we'll see you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful Saturday. All right. All right. Y'all have a good one.